into each other's hearts, fall in love in every part.
If you've been watching the Disney Channel or a slew of popular Hollywood films lately, such as The Greatest Showman and Spider-Man: Far From Home, you must have noticed the tall and pretty singer, dancer, and actress Zendaya. Zendaya is now one of Hollywood's biggest stars, and she's achieved quite a lot at the tender age of 24, and fans everywhere just can't seem to get enough of the former Disney talent. Whether you are a recent convert or a diehard Zendaya fan, you probably want to know her better. Zendaya's full name is Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman, and she has deep connections to her African and German heritage. Before she became a Disney star, she was a backup dancer for Selena Gomez, but she has since moved on to bigger and better things. She might be very popular and a lot of young people look up to her, but her celebrity status has not made her immune to embarrassing moments. In this video, we're going to talk about some of Zendaya's most embarrassing moments. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First up is the incident that happened when she was shooting a dance scene for the Disney Channel original movie Zapped. During shooting for the movie, there was one scene where Zendaya and her co-star had to dance while surrounded by strobe lights. The lights had an undesirable effect on her and made her seasick, for lack of a better word. During a break, she told her mom that she was getting dizzy and wasn't feeling very good. She was fighting the strong urge to puke in front of her co-stars. Thankfully, she finished shooting the scenes without any incident, but she ended up puking as soon as she reached her car. Well, at least she didn't end up embarrassing herself in front of the camera. Next up is the embarrassing moment at the 2015 Oscars. The 2015 Oscars had its fair share of embarrassing and inappropriate moments, one of which involved Zendaya. The show was held at Dolby Theater in Hollywood, and although Zendaya wowed everyone on the red carpet with her Oscars look by draping her statuesque profile in a Vivienne Westwood off-white gown and period-inspired silhouette, host Juliana Rancic was not pleased with her hairstyle. Zendaya had her hair styled in dreadlocks, and she was described as being one part Lisa Bonet and another part Venus de Milo. Everyone had their eyes on the grown-up Disney star, except Juliana, who had some choice words to say. The host said on E! News that Zendaya has a very tiny frame and her hair overwhelmed her. She further added that Zendaya looked like she smelled of patchouli oil and weed. Zendaya took to the social media platform Instagram to call out the behavior, and although she didn't specifically name the host of Fashion Police, everyone knew whom exactly she was talking about. She wrote, "There's a fine line between what is funny and what is disrespectful. Someone said something about my hair at the Oscars that left me in awe. Not because I was relishing in rave outfit reviews, but because I was hit with ignorant slurs and pure disrespect." Rancic apologized on Twitter for her behavior, clarifying that the comments were directed to a bohemian chic look and had nothing to do with race whatsoever. Well, our girl Zendaya certainly stands up for herself. Next on this list is Zendaya's wardrobe malfunction at the Met Gala after party. The Met Gala is an exclusive event, and although a lot of celebrities might want to don their best fashion-forward outfits and rub elbows with Tinseltown's who's who's, not everyone has the privilege. Unlike other events, you can't buy tickets to the Met Gala. You have to be invited by the Vogue editor herself, Anna Wintour, and only 700 people make it on the list each year. This perhaps explains Zendaya's excitement when she was invited in 2017. The Disney star, who was only 20 at the time, went in a bra-free jumpsuit for the after-party at Boom Boom Room. While she stunned everyone in her Dolce & Gabbana ball gown at the event in New York City, both fans and paparazzi were stunned for an entirely different reason at the after-party. Zendaya suffered a mini wardrobe malfunction in her matching sleeveless vest and trousers. She didn't button her Dolce & Gabbana vest all the way up, and this exposed her nipple to the camera. But she didn't let the tiny mishap dampen her spirit, and she enjoyed the rest of the party. She just has to remember to be more careful next time. Then there was the time when she accidentally went twinning with her dad. Zendaya is a fashion icon. Young girls look up to her and like to wear what she wears, and the young star has a reputation to take care of. She takes pride in her individual style and likes to channel her personality into her clothes. You can be very close to your parents, but when you become a teen, the last thing you want is to go twinning with them, which is exactly what happened to Zendaya and her dad. While she was performing her single My Jam at the Power 106 All-Star Game in Los Angeles in 2015, the young star realized that she and her dad were twinning, although by accident. She was wearing camo pants and a white tank top while her dad had on practically the same thing, but Zendaya was game about it and even posted a photo on her Instagram as proof, saying that her father stole her look. She even asked her Twitter fans if her father wore it better better. Now, these two are a really cute father-daughter team. Remember that time when Zendaya watched and critiqued her first video on YouTube? We've all been guilty of pretending to be someone we are not and creating alter egos when we were younger, and Zendaya is no different from the rest of us. Most of us wanted to become famous, and most of us also took or made videos of ourselves and uploaded them to YouTube. When Zendaya had the privilege of watching her first video on YouTube, filmed when she was only 14, she cringed at just how embarrassing it was. Well, our teenage years can be different degrees of awkward. Zendaya couldn't help but cover her face in embarrassment while watching her old video. In her defense, though, she explained that she was only creating a persona that matched her Disney character Rocky on her show Shake It Up. She said she couldn't believe how obnoxious she was on her first video and couldn't get over the fact that at that tender age, she thought she was gonna be like a mogul, creating videos full of positivity that Disney would love. But hey, we think she's cute. Zendaya also described the time she met Samuel L. Jackson, and she couldn't help but fangirl at the acting legend. Zendaya proves yet again that she's a regular girl when she revealed in an interview how she embarrassed herself by being a total fangirl when she met acting legend Samuel L. Jackson. Instead of being cool about it, after all, she is also a Hollywood star, Zendaya couldn't help but let her inner nerd and ultimate fangirl shine through when she met the legendary actor during a press tour. She further said that she felt like she was representing everyone who loved and admired the actor and his work, such as her father and mother. Well, we know we'd be starstruck too if we met Shaft himself. Zendaya has always been naturally thin from the time she was young until now. You could say that she's one of the lucky ladies who need not go on strict diets to lose weight. She's 5'10" and naturally has the body of a runway model. However, her natural thinness has not escaped criticism. During Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards in 2016, the actress won the favorite female TV star, and she took to the stage wearing a dress that showed her naturally thin frame, much to her fans' delight and cheers. However, she quickly got lambasted by actress Julie Klausner on Twitter for perpetuating dangerous beauty standards. The comedian even went so far as to say that Zendaya has starved herself down to the size of one of Juliana Rancic's elbows. The comedian further commented that celebrities like Zendaya make a generation of young girls feel and think that they are fat. Of course, our girl was not one to take the body shaming sitting down. She promptly went on Twitter with a message of body positivity. This wasn't the first time the young star was body shamed for being her naturally thin self. Zendaya also spoke out after finding out that a magazine had altered her already thin frame. In response, she took to Twitter to post the real pic and the altered pic. It clearly showed that her hips and torso had been manipulated, and she said that it was things like that that made women conscious about the way they looked. She further explained that she is a person who stands for pure and honest self-love. Modeliste magazine pulled down the images after the fiasco. There was also that time cyberbullies and trolls called her parents ugly. Having someone tell you your parents are ugly is heartbreaking, and Zendaya expertly shut down the trolls who did that very thing. Other trolls chimed in, even saying that they would cry if their parents looked like hers. The star took to Twitter to defend her parents, calling them two of the most selfless people in the world. She said that her parents have chosen to spend their entire lives dedicated to teaching and do not concern themselves with trivial things such as looks. Who wouldn't want her as a daughter? That's the end of our list. We hope you got to know the young star a bit more today. Zendaya may have been embarrassed several times, whether it be by her own doing or by other people, but she's always been a person who speaks her mind. She stands up for her family, and she stands up for the things she believes in, and that is what makes her very dear to her fans all over the world.